Alright. Let's let those clouds have it. Oh, you actually can shoot the clouds. I know you can shoot the stuff down here. West of Loathing. Reckonin at Gun Manor DLC. Continues now. I think it, again, did not remember my controls. That is such a pain. It also never remembers... Hello, Fulton. It also never remembers which character I'm on. Whenever I load in, it has the wrong character selected. I wonder if I'm exiting the game incorrectly or something. So we did get one ghost gone, if I'm not mistaken. We talked to, where's what's her name? Is she not here? Did she not come with me? 12 ghosts left on the premises. 3 on each floor. Oh, and that's right, we got her some science junk. Holy cow. A counterclockwise phase inversion coil. Is this Deponia? A phase inverter? I've been looking all over for one of these. Alright. Gun damage has been increased. New skill, Science Blast. We actually have not done a lot of combat, have we? So I do want to keep exploring and stuff, but I also kind of at some point want to go back to the main game in order to level up and buy stuff and get items and so on. This is much nicer than that of the average... This is a much nicer vanity than that of the average Frontier team. Gussy yourself up a little bit. I do exactly that. Daniel Boone poster. One corner is loose. It's funny. Sometimes it's obvious, and that's funny. And then sometimes they get me, and that's also funny. Slack on their geometry homework. I would have done it even without a reward. Oh, there was no reward. Oh, but there was. You decided to just take the book with you and do the assignment later. Rufus would probably understand this, but you sure as hell don't. Does it have a use? It will someday. Maybe. More science doohickeys. What is this devil's music? Forgot a book under the bed. The title is Fun Law, Rules for 71 Parlor Games and Assorted Amusements for Children. If you wanted to learn how to play Pinochle, Sass the Bandit, Polly's Maiden Aunt, or Sit Quietly, then this is the book for you. Schoolgirl skirts and other clothes that would not fit you even if you think they might suit you. Like, I almost don't even want to be on the lookout for the boo. I'd rather it be a surprise. Hello. It's a hurdy-gurdy. I know what that is because of Down the Rabbit Hole, which is a very good channel on YouTube. You deftly disconnect the crank from the hurdy-gurdy without alerting the woman's attention, but it turns out you needn't have bothered. She continues to turn the crank blank-eyed, even with nothing attached. You grab the end of the crank and pull her, very slowly, to the gift shop, where you find a Victrola to plug her into. I didn't realize that was a puzzle. Problem solved! She seems just as happy here as she was before. It must be nice to have a calling. As long as we've been teleported. Hola, ever. We might as well say hi to everybody. Hello again. Oh, hey, it's you. Hey. They let you smoke in here? Let's just say they haven't successfully stopped me. Why sneak off to the carriage house to smoke if you can do it in here while you're working? Well, I'll give you a hint. I don't like working. Invalidate my parking. Didn't you say you got here in a ghost carriage? That's right. Those don't actually take up space, so it doesn't count as parked. Oh, never mind then. This is the person we rescued from the hedge maze. Hello. Either I never asked you what you do here, or I've already forgotten. I run this token smashing machine. I unforgot. I do remember her saying that. If you buy one of those commemorative tokens from that machine over there, I can put it in this machine here to roll it out flatter, and stamp our logo on one side, and a fun picture on the other. Can I interest you in one? Sure. I love running this thing. It's so satisfying. What picture do you want on it? Got a shotgun, a magical rifle, a cool pistol. Well, all three of those are guns. But I have a feeling a badass shotgun is going to be muscle related, so... That's one of Mrs. Gunn's loudest inventions, you know. I actually, yeah, I did see that. Or I saw it on Reddit, and then I clicked and I read the first couple of comments. That counts as reading the article, if you didn't know the rules. It was back in, like, 1985, wasn't it? And also it was somebody that nobody's ever heard of. Gregory Allen Howard. Yeah, back in 1994. I mean, I think there is a little bit of a difference between somebody saying it, like, today and somebody saying it 30 years ago. Like, if it's a headline, if it's breaking news, Julia Roberts as a teenager was going to play Harriet Tubman. Third-ish years ago. She takes jokes and everything to get a shot. And I was correct. It does give me muscle and melee attack damage. I'm not saying it's excusable. It is still weird, but it's a pretty slow news day if people are like... I mean, there were like 5,000 comments on Reddit. It's like I don't think there's that much discussion to be generated from it. Anyhow, we got a great offhand item. Much better than this. It's mine now. So let's go away. What else? Oh, this is where we can get more tokens. Yes, I will do that. Having greeted you, he stands perfectly silent. Candy counter. Muscle 5, max HP 15. That is pretty reasonable. I don't think I... Wait, is it... It's food, right? Do I have food space? I do have food space. Someone said no to that, and it was correct. Have a science thing. What is this thing? Oh well. Whatever it is, I'm sure it's safe. Medicinal gas. Sure. That's that. Alright, so have I solved problems yet for anyone else? This is the guy who wants chili with no guns in it. What do I have? I have a chili packet of some kind. I found some chili spices, but I need other things as well. I have to teach him how to poach an egg. There are no ghosts in this room. The parlor is still... This is so a puzzle. This is so a puzzle, you guys. There's a wheel on one half of this thing, and the table is shaped like a T. It says rat and sit. And the sit is tall, and there's diamonds, and the... Was it a rat I saw? Was it a cat I saw? Those are palindromes. Oh, that's right. Wasn't there a silenter? Oh, I need a tin can as well. Oh, I need the silenter in order to do something in the library. The cushions did look a little bit like crackers. Hello, Serp. Infinite spiders, yes, yes. But what else? I already know I'm gonna have to... If only I could take the tin cans out of the painting. This is the person who has something to do with law. I have fun law. I have fun law, but I need gun law. If only I had a thing that could change a letter to another letter. Oh, yeah. At some point I'll be willing to part with 500 meat. Hello, dear. Welcome to my little B&B. Would you care for a room? No, thanks. I won't be staying that long, hopefully. Wait a minute. Yes? It's the law. You have to follow it to the letter. What's B&B stand for? Boo and breakfast. Okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting. Why do you say your B&B? This isn't your house. Oh, I know, dear, but nobody was using these guest rooms, and there were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to be, and I got to feeling homesick for the little B&B I used to run when I was alive, so I thought Mrs. Gunn probably wouldn't mind. I see. Fair enough. What happened to your eye? Oh, it was a foolish accident. I had a ghost I was suspicious of, a nervous, twitchy little man. I thought he might be mixed up in something bad, and one evening as I was passing by his room, I gave in to temptation, and I peeped on him through the keyhole. Did you see anything? Well, only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose I must have made a noise because he suddenly jumped and the gun went off. And it hit you? That's right, straight through the keyhole. That's how I died, in fact. Jeez, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear, but it's all right. Serves me right for spying on a guest is how I look at it. Is that what's keeping you here? Guilt? No, I think I paid quite sufficiently for that transgression. What then? Well, I don't want to go to heaven missing an eye. It wouldn't be as nice without depth perception. So you need a new eye? Yes. Do you think you can help me? I'll keep an eye... I mean, I'll see what... Bye. Alright, so maybe I can get in that room for free if I despook her first. I mean, it's possible that the, something that I need in order to get her an eye is going to be in that room. I'm gonna bet on that not being true. All right, new room. This sofa is tacky, both in terms of style and stuff that has been spilled on it. Guess this is where Mr. Gunn hung out. Heck of a thing to have a whole separate room for each of your individual hobbies. They probably ended up with so many rooms in this house they had to struggle to think of what to put in them all. Is that a, what do you call it, a meta commentary? The guy doesn't notice you approaching until you're right next to him. He yelps in surprise and drops his glass on the floor, then squints unsteadily at you. Then he takes a maraschino cherry from a bowl on the bar cart and throws it at your head. Hey, stop that. Sorry, just making sure you're not one of them ghosts. He drops another cherry into a fresh glass and pours a lot of whiskey on top of it. Are you one of the museum employees? Yep, that's me. What are you doing in here? Hiding. Buddy, I don't know if you didn't notice, but this house has ghosts in it. You don't say. Whole bunches of them all over. So I don't know about you, but I'm staying right here where it's nice and safe. Wouldn't you rather get out of here? Nah, all the booze, that is booze. I'm really scared of when ghosts go boo, you know? They'll get me if I leave this room. There aren't any ghosts between this room and the exit. So you said, that's what you said. But they're ghosts. They could be anywhere except in here. Exactly. I ain't leaving without a guarantee those ghosts won't grab me on the way out. I do have a shower curtain, so... Look here. We'll use this white shower curtain to disguise you as a ghost. Then they won't bother you on your way out. That's a mighty fine idea, but... He tosses back his drink and pours another. Oh, but, eye holes. That curtain's got no holes for my eyes. I won't be able to see. I'm starting to think you don't actually want to leave. No, what did they give you that idea? It's terrible in here. Shoot some holes in the curtain. You narrow your eyes at him and blast some holes in the curtain with your pistol. Okay, geez, I get the picture. He grabs an armload of bottles from the cart, pulls the shower curtain over his head, and staggers out the door. Good. This museum employee has drunk a lot of this cart's contents, but there's a few bottles left. Manly's finest cotton candy schnapps. Speed by 7. He must have only read the first part of the label before he decided to buy this. Whoa. Oh, hold on. Swords. No. Swords! Swords! Weird. If you were going to commission a painting of swords, you'd think you'd at least ask for nice swords. Bowling is good. I have that poster. This poster is clear in its artistic intent, but it's not very imaginative. This is where the bowling balls would come out if this thing was working. This bowling stuff is extremely broken. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. Big red button on this thing. 100%. Nothing happens. Okay, I'm gonna fight it. I have no idea if this is gonna be easy or hard. Weird backpack to increase your party's mysticality by 7. Shoot all enemies. Heal entire party. Science Blast. I might as well stun it. Oh, I could have just killed it in one hit. Never mind. Ashes to ashes, pins to pins. You got an item, bowling pin. Carrying this around will save you the trouble of hurling your enemies all the way down a bowling lane to hit them with it. It is handy. Lots of armor. Not as much damage as my current weapon, though. Pin-O-Mat XR86. Oh, good. The XR85 was complete trash. And that just spawns another one, huh? Fight it again. Bowling ball chunk. This chunk of bowling ball isn't big enough to do anything with it other than throw it at something. Damage equal to your muscle. Oh, that's a good thing. Bowling championship ring. Huh. Must have been stuck in one of the finger holes. That's a pretty outrageously powerful ring, right? Oh, but I'd rather have... Unless I'm in a difficult fight, I'd rather have the meat gains. Even though I haven't even been noticing. Was I getting meat from any of these fights? It's a humidor full of cheap cigars. You got an item, cheap cigar. Grab another one. You got plenty of them at this point. From the smell of it, Mr. Gunn mostly burned garbage in this thing. This is a cigar. This is a cigar for people who want, for some reason, to appear to have spent a lot of money on a disgusting habit without actually spending a lot of money on it. Alright, but I have a tiny stick of dynamite. Wait a second. What if you stuck this into one of those cigars you found? Yeah, what if that? Exploding cigar. An explosion right next to somebody's face. The perfect prank. Hilarious. Alright, so we know we can now solve that guy's problem. The guy who needed an exploding cigar, specifically. Hello. Wow. You hope you never meet a live duck this big. It's sickening. Killing a helpless sofa and stuffing its carcass as a grisly trophy. One of this moose's eyes is loose. Well, that's handy. Now it's really got its eye on you. This is either a prosthetic eye made of glass or a very macabre marble. A macarble. You can't get mad! This is just the head of a teddy bear. They didn't even remove the tag. So many polyesters died just to decorate rooms like this. These antlers are made out of paper mache, apparently by somebody who had never seen antlers before. A whole rack of bowling trophies. If they were billiards trophies, there'd be an easier pun to make. Alright, so somebody is humming to the right of me. If they were billiards trophies, there'd be an easier... Oh, because rack. Okay, like rack a pool table. This table is covered with knife marks. This ghost is dressed up as a traditional safari hunter, with the pith helmet and the big white mustache and those weird khaki trousers that make it look like your butt has wings. He's inspecting Mr. Gunn's trophy collection, but doesn't seem particularly impressed. Hi, I'm Mentor Roulette. Oh, charmed, I'm sure. Lord S. Euston Camdenton at your service. What happened to you, if you don't mind my asking? Not at all, not at all. Though it isn't a very exciting story, eh, what? Oh, okay. Like, eh, what? Like that kind of accent. I was hunting lion... No, well, whatever. I was hunting lions on the plains of the Sparangeti, and one of the blighters got the better of me. Wow, you were eaten by a lion? That sounds pretty exciting to me. Yes, well, not eaten as such. A sneaky bugger crept into camp and pushed a stack of ammunition crates over on me. Oh. Maybe I can help you. Help me do what? Well, help you with whatever's keeping you as a ghost. Though now that I say it, I guess there isn't much I can help you do to help you get revenge on that lion. Oh, no, it isn't revenge that's keeping me here. Good for that lion, I say. Turnabout is fair play and all that, eh, what? Though I wish he'd done it in a manner that made for a better story. So why are you a ghost, then? It's because of my one true regret. I never faced the most dangerous game. I'm definitely not going to help you hunt people. What? No. The most dangerous board game. Nobody was ever willing to play against me. A ballsy shame, eh, what? What's the game? He leads you over to a small table on which is laid out a board of alternating red and black squares, with little wooden discs painted red and black as well. Checkers? The checkers jump and scatter as the board stabs two large hunting knives into the center of the board. Knife checkers. What are the rules? Do you know how to play checkers? Yes. Do you know how to stab someone in the hand with a knife? Yes? That's all you need to know, really. Alright, I'll play. You yank one of the knives out of the board, and Lord Euston instructs you to hold it left-handed. The rules are, you may only attack your opponent's hands. and only when they are over the board. Displaced checkers are played from where they land, but attacking the board directly is a foul, which affords the opponent a stab-free turn. It appears to be primarily a game of concentration, quick movements, and feinting. Play aggressively. Oh no, I need more stats. You start the game by attacking quickly and fiercely to establish dominance and keep your opponent from developing his pieces. This strategy is somewhat effective, but Lord Houston doesn't scare easily, and he manages to feint a few pieces past your guard. You enter the mid-game more or less evenly matched. Play instinctively. Lord Houston takes advantage of your hesitation and knifes you into submission while marching his pieces across the board. Ha! Nice try, lad, but you'll have to put up a better fight than that to satisfy me. Come back when those wounds have scabbed over, eh, what? So that counted as a death, pretty much. I got a stack of angry. If I have 800, I can get all these up to 30 without much trouble. Let's simply do that, and then win. And also, what else was I going to do? Save up for super lockpicking? Or do I want more points in one of these? Who knows? This is so cheap that I have to spend a little bit. There we go. One more for spleen? Oh, well, I guess I'm not quite. Okay. I'll play knife checkers with you. Play aggressively. Play intelligently. In the mid-game, you focus more on the checkers than on your knife work, maneuvering into position for some big gains in the long term. You suffer some minor nicks and cuts, but are well positioned for the endgame. Play craftily. Lord Houston spots a hole in your defenses. He feints left, then quickly slides one of his pieces into the gap and into your trap. This moves his hand into just the position you need to attack it with a hard downward stab. He easily yanks his hand out of the way, and your knife hits one of the pieces on its edge, flipping it across the board to land neatly in his back rank. King. I say, it's a foul to attack the board. Sure, but I wasn't, was I? I attacked your hand and you dodged, that's all. You sneaky blighter. Play continues, but with a king behind Lord Houston's lines, you clean up fairly quickly. All right, lad, I concede. Marvelous play, eh, what? Well done. He gives you a smart salute and fades away into nothingness. You gain 60 XP. Phew. There's a goblin head mounted like a trophy on the wall. This would be positively barbaric if not for the fact that the goblin seems pretty okay with it. Boo! Ha ha ha! Pretty good I am to getting you, huh, human? Wow, yes, very much to getting me. Nice. What did happening to you? Did Mr. Gunn hunting you and to cutting head off? No, no. Mr. Gunn, a good human man, is being very friends. Inside one of his bowling ball bags, my spore to growing. Only headroom. Mr. Gunn to finding me and hanging me up here for to chatting with. Great guy. Wow, weird. You can tell this is fake because it isn't floating around the room, setting stuff on fire. And is that fish going to sing for us? This is just a photograph of a fish. Mr. Gunn was apparently really liberal with his definition of trophy. This is all quite delightful. Let's, Alright, we'll do... He's got one more room, so we'll go in there. Did I find more slot? No, I did not. Not yet. Looks comfy. Too bad you're too busy to sit down. Rack of billiard cues. Oh, okay, I got one. Inspect them and take the best one, which isn't saying much. Wobbly billiards cue. The thing about people who buy billiard tables is that they are almost never the kind of people who will properly maintain their cues. This cue does not provide evidence to the contrary. It's so shiny. There's a spittoon here. A bright, shiny, beautiful spittoon. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh boy, oh yeah, come to Papa. What are you doing? Huh? Nothing. What are you doing? Looking at someone who's kneeling next to a spittoon with the apparent intention of sticking his whole entire face inside it. You jam your... I got an achievement. You jam your hand into the spittoon up to the shoulder and find nothing. The brass bucket is shiny and clean, outside and in, clean as the day it was born. The museum staff must have washed it. It looks brand new. Are you crying? No, I'm fine. You're crying. Okay, well, I'll just be over here when you're done lying in the ground in a fetal position and hugging a spittoon. Fine. I heart billiards. This is the biggest and dumbest poster you've ever seen. There's a trap door in the ceiling over here. Too bad you aren't like 11 feet tall. Okay, well, that's good to know. Hey there, how's it going? I ain't interested in chit-chat, fella, just billiards. Step up or shut up. Leave him to his balls. I don't know what it's gonna take. It's gonna take something to beat him at pool. I don't know what, though. Alright, let's run over to... second floor. I shall give to you an eye. Be able to find me a new eye? Yes, kind of. Oh, how kind. Thank you very much. She takes the glass eye from you and puts it in, whereupon it falls through her and onto the floor. She tuts as she picks it up. Oh dear, it's a little too physical. Yeah, I wasn't certain that this would work. Don't worry, this is easily fixed. Do you have a hammer I can borrow? Apparently, yes. That'll do nicely, thank you. She takes the hammer, places the glass eye on her desk, and smashes it with a precise crack. Ah, perfect. She gives you back the hammer and plucks the ghost of the glass eye from the shattered fragments. After blowing the dust off of it, she tucks it into her eye socket. That fits much better. Does it work? Well, now that you mention it, no, I can't actually see with it. It is the ghost of a glass eye, after all. Oh dear, this won't do at all. What a shame. You know, I don't really understand why your eye is still missing. What do you mean? Well, I always assumed that when someone loses an arm or something, it just sticks around as a ghost, as an arm ghost. That's why people can say they feel it itching, because you've still got an arm there, but it's a ghost. It's even called phantom limb syndrome, so logically, if the rest of you becomes a ghost after that, it would hook right back up. But then, where did my eye go? Maybe it got pushed back inside your head? The ghost thinks about this for a second, then shakes her head. No, that seems... Wait. What? I do think I felt something just then. She shakes her head again. Oh my goodness gracious. Keep going! Pegasus Epsilon, hey! Keep going, it's like one of those puzzles where you try to get the marble into the hole. She bends her head forward and continues shaking it. You can almost hear a faint rattling sound, then a plop. She straightens back up, blinking with two eyes. You did it! Well, I'll be. Thank you so much, dear. I never would have thought of that. No problem. Have a nice time in heaven or wherever. The ghost gives you a friendly wave and fades out of sight. Well, that's that then, and now I get to go in room 1 for free. And you said I should spend 500 meat. You unbar the door. Guess that's why they call you Unkady. What does that mean? I don't get it. Somebody left their wallet in the nightstand. It is mine now. It's a guest bed, which is like a normal bed, but with a worse mattress. A bookshelf, mostly full of self-help books left here by previous guests. How to sense love with the rules of your soul. Your body, other people. How to acknowledge yourself with virtue. Cleaning your mind in just 5 minutes. Hey, an actual useful book. How to love the universe, the 10 easy steps to lose power, love the virtue of growing with other people, with strength, secrets, things about your body, benefit, victories, children, secret of life, change, and then I clean myself. There's no toilet, but there's a... Wait. No, there's no sink either. Look in the mirror. There's something stuck in your teeth. Pick it. We're going to be beautiful by the end of this. This plant is real, but the pot is fake. Bowl Stomp, I guess, is the only one. You read up on Stomp and get much better on it. Better at it. Unfortunately, you accidentally stomp the book into dust while practicing. Sometimes you just hate the ground. Well. One of the museum employees is sitting here reading a magazine, as you can see. Congratulate him on his newfound freedom. Congratulations, I freed you. You're free. Huh? Free from what? Well, from being locked in this room with nothing to do except read that magazine. Ah, so you freed me from having an excellent excuse for not doing my crappy job. Well, you freed me from the burden of relaxing in here instead of emptying trash cans and cleaning toilets. Great. Look, you're a real hero. I could just lock the door again. No, it's too late now. I'm free. Free as the wind blows. Free as my job blows. Thank you. You're welcome. He leaves, taking the chair with him. Let me see. What else have I found recently? Oh, exploding cigar, of course. I was just in that area, too. I think this is what you're looking for. That's an exploding cigar? Yep. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, but not this time. What did you use for the explosive? I found a really small firecracker, just big enough to blow up the cigar without also blowing up someone's face. Also without the, violent lead projectile. You're a genius. Let me see it in action so I can finally rest. Light it up. Alright. Well, we're making good progress. There's a good reason to leave. We're going to go through a little bit more of the game. The game proper. Buffalo pile. Madness Mall Mine? Sure. You aren't one of us. Be gone from this place, interloper. Now you know something bad is going down. Nobody good uses the word interloper. You dare tell me where I can and cannot go? Me, among the highest echelons of our master's servants? You dare? Wow, geez, okay. Sorry, I didn't recognize you without your mask. Go on in. It's better. Ugh. I don't have the ability to forage those. Hello there, fellow cultist. What? Go away. Well, that's not very friendly. This isn't a knitting circle. Where's your mask, anyway? You mean this mask? Ha. Oh, he ignores me. No one is better. He called his car interloper, and then it got stolen. Everybody just ignores me? It's no fun. Maybe I'll have to take this back off. It got its interloping interrupted by its own interloper. Somebody loped into it. Dear Jeff, the big guy says to stay out of here. Praise be Roberto. Sincerely, Geff. Headwear to channel. Some backup. I got a cylinder. I got a bunch of paper cards. I got a bunch of scraps. Hey, Savine. I don't think I'm gonna do the entire El Vibrato quest line, because I actually did before on a previous run. I have other things that I haven't done, though. Should I? I wonder if I should max out leather working so that I can make some really cool stuff with leather. I just realized I've got dickering up to... Man, that's gonna be really expensive to max out, but I don't know if it's necessary. Also, I should probably... Yeah, we'll spend it. That's worth it. Alright. Let's take the, take this off. Go back to Kurtzfitz, probably. Speed and... I don't really have any super good hats. Next good hat that I find, I'm putting a snake headband on it, finally. Hi, why is your mask different? Because I'm the leader of this cell. How can you be down here and not know that? Like, I passed 7 different guys on the way here. Obviously, if I weren't meant to be here, that would be impossible. So who's this master everyone's talking about? Our great Dark Master Roberto? Are you sure you're supposed to be down here? Sure, it's fine. You're dead. Looks like you just got promoted. Alright, so can I get stuff? Whoops. Put this on. Bows. Alright, now let's go back through and kill them all. Stock certificate? Oh, Amalgamated Cigar Company. Oh, that's nice. Oh, whoops, that was the wrong ability. Oh my. More stocks. How do you have a cult where you don't or can't talk to your cultists? Hey, what's up? I got some rocks. Yeah, the master gave them to me. He wanted me to have them. Okay, what's cool about them? They're mine, don't touch. As I do so enjoy saying, they're mine now. Oh, a tentacled badge. This is a little pewter badge shaped like an octopus, I guess? I've never seen an octopus with more than 2 eyes, though. I mean, you only have 2. You seem kind of injured. I fell down, but the master picked me back up. That's nice. Pick us all back up. I'll pick you back up. Something noodly appendage. Do. Hi, how's it going? New mask, who dis? I'm That's one less cultist in your way to whatever's in this mine. Hooray. Hi, how's it? Shh. I'm listening. To what? The master, of course. Can't you hear him? Of course. And then they were all dead. The end. Charred black skeletons. Three damage to all opponents? That sucks. I gotta just hit him, right? They were pretty close to destroyed already. Buffalo. Buffalo. What the holy crap is that? That's the buffalo pile. I remember my grandpa talking about it. Basically, it's where the early settlers of the territory buried all their dead. Buried? Do you mean haphazardly piled up? No, these are buffalo skeletons. The people are buried inside the pile of buffalo skeletons. Had to make some kind of use of them all, right? Tell you one thing, though. I don't remember Grandpa saying anything about a big entrance at the front of it. Alright, this was the first place that I died. On my first playthrough. You hear a lot of activity down that corridor. Chanting, shuffling of robes, clattering of bones. Scary stuff. You really shouldn't go down there. Don't tell me what to do. And I fought and died on the first round. In the surprise round. Nauseating beast. Blood-soaked ghoul. Mutated ghoul. Horse-sized rhinoceros. Spitting ghoul. This figure is big. Big beakers. And now I have one. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. It's true. Hundreds of buffalo-human hybrid skeletons locked in there, 3 to the cell. Yeah, let's fight some. It's probably fine. Some of them are utilizing spooky powers. Not okay with that. And we got meat. Leave the shelves alone. This is where we're going to make the buffalo soldier. This is clearly the good toilet. Flush it! Flush! Oh, nice. Now I think, do I just get experience from these now? Yes. You've already learned all the techniques from this book, but you do pick up a few tips and tricks from poring over the appendices, and the footnotes about cow appendices. Bad toilet. Flush. Looks like one of the Necromancer's cultists got written up. 2 more of these and he'll be ritually eviscerated. Nothing personal, it's just corporate policy. Read over the infractions. One danger and bones rule. Skull, yeah. My kingdom for more lock picking. Always with the locks. Again with the locks, again and again. I'm saving up. In fact, I could get that pretty soon. We're not leaving here without that. Alright, so this is where we get the answer to the Buffalo Soldier puzzle. Okay, so blood before milk, bad. blood after ichor bad? Blood before ichor good. Ichor after milk good. Milk after... Well, I guess that's a little redundant. Bad. So is it blood, then milk, then ichor? Oh yes, I am well acquainted with the buffalo sentence. My other favorite, well, it's not the same kind of thing, but the one that has the word had 14 times in a row. So it goes John and Dave were writing sentences for their teacher, but they wrote them differently. Dave, where John had a better response from the teacher. I think that's 14. Alright, so... Oh, no, wait, no. Blood before milk is bad. It can't be blood, milk, ichor. So it is actually... Blood before ichor. So there's milk? Milk come first? Milk is the first one. Milk, then blood, then ichor. Does that match all of the things we've seen so far? Blood before milk, bad? You got it. Blood after ichor, bad? Yeah. Blood before ichor, good? Yes. Ichor after milk? Yeah. Milk after ichor, bad? Yeah. Wenn Fliegen hinter Fliegen fliegen. Fliegen knock. Did you... Okay, so there was a thing... I'm gonna find it. It wasn't on Dogan's channel. It was... He made like a guest appearance on someone else's channel. And I was like, Serp needs to see this. I don't know how I will find it because I've already watched it. There it is. Okay. All right, that one's for you, Serp. Oh, no, wait. I need a whole bunch of bones, right? Where do I get the... I'll come back there later. I forget what exactly there's somewhere that I'm supposed to find instructions on how to reanimate a statue, or a bone man. Do I need to go back to Roy Beans? Outflex him.